Hello everyone. So now we will see some knight versus bishop and games. And here we have one pawn extra on knight side, and this pawn is going to promote on f1 square. So we will see some moves first. So here what we have bishop c5 check. We will see explanation later. So bishop g1, we will see why we are moving these moves. Knight d1, king c7, knight f2, bishop s2, king f1, bishop e5, knight g4, bishop d4, king e2, bishop g1, king f1, bishop d4, knight s2, king d6, knight king e2, king e5, and knight g4 check, king f4, knight s2, and king e4, knight g4, king f4, and this is the repeating moves. All right, so from start. Now what we have here, we have a dark color bishop on white side. So this pawn, yeah, this is the critical pawn which is going on f2 square. So only move we can defend this pawn. We can attack this pawn by dark color bishop on by this diagonal and this diagonal. So these are the possible diagonals which bishop can go and attack this f2 square. All right, so yeah, we can go with this and this. This is the idea. So possibly we will go from here, check, and attack this square, so that if any pawn push, we can simply capture that pawn and draw this game. So that is the idea from white side. Now white will play like king e2, then we will go with this, okay, g1. So king, now, yeah, this bishop g1, because let's say if we move king here, then this is not a good idea, because now this knight can come somehow in this position. Let's say knight d5 check, and king move, then this knight can come on this position on e3 square, blocking this diagonal, and now this pawn can promote easily. That is the idea. So we have to move this bishop here on g1, so that this knight can't jump on e3 square or block this one. So now let's say, yeah, knight come again. Knight is going to some these kind of square, which is e3 and f2. So we simply move our king in this position, because if pawn push, we can simply capture that, so we can delay this one. So in that time, we can bring our king near this pawn. So knight jump on f2. So now bishop h2, we can just move little bit away from this square, because knight is there and this pawn can't push easily on f2 square. So now king move, king f1, then bishop can go to e5, so that he can join this square on d4 and defend this position f2, attack this position basically. And knight come on g4, then we have this forcing move d4, because we have to defend this position, basically attack this position. And king e2, again g1, because if we play something like this, king move, then simply this knight can come here and we can win this game from black side. So this bishop has to come on g1, then king f1, then we will go back again, bishop there, because we can't go here because of this knight. So knight come, let's say king come, then simply we have this repeating moves and we can draw this game. Okay, so next position. Okay, simply this is the position. Uh, this is the position where knight can jump, and that is the idea in this position. Yeah, this is the just idea where knight can jump on e3 square. All right, so yeah, this position. Okay, so in this position we can draw this game. And how? First see that um, bishop d7, pawn push h2, then check, bishop c6 check, king g1, bishop goes on h1, and if it takes, then we have this stalemate. And I think this is simple, no explanation needed in this position. Okay, we will go next one. All right, so yeah, this is the position. Yeah. Okay, so let's say what can we do in this position. We don't want to capture this because of stalemate. Then we can go with this knight g2 check, and it is still draw. And if you play like this, let's say you capture this again here, check, and after that you capture this one, then we have this draw. Okay, not draw basically, because knight can move. Yeah, if you capture this, then you have king f1, knight can jump, let's say e1, then you can capture this, or maybe king f2, then you can just go here king f2 and f1, and you can draw this game. All right, so let's say knight check again, knight f4 check, then simply we just move knight and a bishop according to that and draw this game. If any pawn push, we simply capture that and draw that game also. Okay, all right, so this one is interesting position. Here black can win. Let we see. So first of all, this knight move, so knight want to jump on b2, stopping this diagonal here. And if bishop can come on a1 square to blocking this pawn, so in that case we simply move this first, bishop b2 or knight b2, king e1, then knight move a4, king e2, king c1, king e1, knight c5, king e2, and then we are attacking bishop. If bishop capture, let's say, then we have this draw, not draw basically, knight can move, let's say check, again same conditions, maybe e5 check, c1, and this is the possibility. Yeah, this is the draw, but why draw when we can win? So king d1, knight d3, and again king d2, we have this move, and now we can capture this bishop, let's say capture, then king c2, then we have this move, knight d3, and that is the idea here, to stop this king, this square c1, and this b2 square. Then king has to move somewhere, let's say capture, then we have this move king b2, and if this one we can promote our queen here. That's the idea in this position. The whole idea is to prevent to king here on c1 square using knight, and this is the idea here, capture, let's say, then this knight jump is there, knight d3, so that this position we can cover, and if king capture knight, we have this position. Okay, I hope you learned something today. Thank you.